Alright guys, we've got some great news today, and if you're a Resident Evil 7 fan, you're gonna be thrilled to hear about this. So in preparation for the TGS event, I believe Capcom has released a little interview and some new screenshots and information related to the Resident Evil 7 Not a Hero DLC. I'll be putting these screenshots in the background of the video so you guys can check those out, and I'll be trying to get a translation for this article as soon as possible as well, so I'll be making another video on that when I have that, so stay tuned and subscribed if you want to know what's going on. There are a number of things that I do want to say in this video as well. A few things have been revealed with these images that I'm not sure people will be aware about, and I also have some speculations to get into as always with you guys, so let's just start off with the first image I want to talk about. The first image is of our beloved hero Chris Redfield, and it looks like he's going into the salt mines that were depicted in Resident Evil 7. Although there is nothing of note particularly in this scene, it does show that Capcom's going with the original plot that was leaked some months ago on NeoGAF about Chris going into the salt mines, chasing after Lucas in an attempt to gain some information about the organization he's working with, as well as arresting him for a further interview. So it looks like this is definitely the implied objective in the game. I'm not sure exactly how much has been rewritten, although based on what Dusk Golem says, it is a lot. I'm guessing it's just a location that is similar as well as the end objective, but everything in between has changed. The second image shown is Chris with his shotgun, and also his gas mask does seem to be on. As we can see, the air is clear in the bottom left on an indicator. It looks like this might be a unique HUD that comes up when the gas mask is on, but also another thing to note is there is a massive deposit of ammunition. Now this looks to be a semi-automatic shotgun with 8 rounds in each clip, and we also have a reserve ammunition of 18 shells here. This gives us a total of 26 shells in this instance, and the ability to rapid fire them out. So this is obviously another sign the DLC is going to be very action oriented, and you're going to get an idea that there's going to be an abundance of huge amounts of ammunition scattered around. I'm sure there's never going to be a point where we really got to resort to stealth, and we'll always be able to take the direct combat approach. Another point to make about this image is if you look at the HUD on the bottom left, there's a little number 100. If you actually look, there's some text there that in HD, if you can see, it says oxygen. So we're going to have to micromanage our health as well as our oxygen. For those of you who are not aware, some of the enemies in the Not a Hero DLC will emit a noxious gas, but also I can only imagine some of the areas in the DLC will just be full of it naturally. So we're going to have to micromanage our health from the enemies as well as our amount of oxygen, and remember, this means that if you get lost, you might have a very hard time surviving. Remembering the environment and the ability to navigate through it is going to be a very important factor. The last image we have is Chris stomping on the face of a molded. Now, although this is again an implication of the action on the game, I do think this is going to be directly tied into the melee system. So if you guys remember, in some of the older Resident Evils, we had the ability to do CQC on the enemies and then do some kind of executor at the end that normally killed them. This was absent from Resident Evil 7's base game because Ethan was just supposed to be a regular average Joe, so it really wouldn't make sense for him to be whooping out those martial arts against the molded. But for anyone who did just wanted to punch the hell out of the molded instead of knifing them over and over again, it looks like Chris has got you covered, and then you can curb stomp them at the end. This is actually a good way to conserve your ammunition, and also I'm sure there's going to be some pretty amazing videos of people just going on killing sprees, punching and beating the hell out of the molded, and I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to that. Anyway guys, these are all the new screenshots in preparation for the TGS event. As I said, I'll try and get an interview on the article and see if there was any new gameplay elements, story elements, or mechanics included in there, so stay subscribed if you want to see those first and foremost. Anyway guys, I just hope you're having a beautiful day. As always, take it easy and peace.